Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna. If you're new, thanks for clicking on today's video. Today we're doing a Sunday reset routine and I'm excited. I've needed to do this for a little bit now, but the past couple weeks have just been so busy with just life, which is totally fine. That's life, literally. So for today's agenda, we have a couple of things that I want to get done. First and foremost, we are at the grocery store now because we did some meal planning for the week and we're going to do a full grocery shop for the week. So that's item number one. We're also going to fill up my tank full of gas so that I'm prepared for the week if anything were to happen and I need to go somewhere other than work. I have a tank full of gas. I need to clean my room, do laundry, unpack. We went on like an overnight trip earlier this week, so I need to unpack my suitcases, do laundry, all that kind of stuff, clean the kitchen, just like normal picking up around the house. I also have a Poshmark order that sold, so I need to pack that up, print the shipping label and get that all prepared to send out tomorrow. And then if the weather stays nice, which it's not supposed to, but hopefully it does, I would like to go for a walk and then like shower and do my full nighttime routine before the beginning of the week. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, stop rambling, and go into the grocery store and begin shopping. Because I didn't realize that I actually had a lot of the groceries already needed for the week. So that it was good for my wallet. The grocery trip was only $36, but I really just needed stuff for one of the 4 meals we're prepping for this week. So that's good. But we're gonna go over and get some gas now. And that honestly will probably cost just as much as my grocery trip. So love that. Okay, we're down in my office now and I'm prepping my Poshmark order. I ordered this like a while ago and I just didn't love it, honestly. There's nothing wrong with it. I just literally reposhed it because I just wasn't going to use it, and so I figured I might as well resell. But it's just like a little quilted tote. So I'm literally packing that up in the same box that I got it in, and I'm printing my new label. But I wanted to share this printer. We don't have a ton of space in this house, and just from my experience, like moving printers, like moving houses when you have printers, I feel like messes them up. Every time I've moved, I've messed up a printer somehow, and typically we'll print with just like staples. If we ever have to print anything, we just print through staples usually, but I wanted to have something on hand for stuff like labels and just little things that I needed to print. And I saw this little portable thermal printer. I have to say, it's not exactly what I thought it was going to be. It is kind of like just enlarged receipt paper, so it's not the highest quality ever, but for the purposes of a shipping label or something really quick, it's perfect. So, but it's like a roll of paper, it's not even like a full sheet, so it is kind of cheap. I wouldn't recommend it for like important things, but it does the job for this, like for this purpose. Okay. I finally figured out what background stitch I want to do for this needlepoint. So I'm gonna work on that for a little bit because we have a couple hours until dinner, and then I think after dinner we're gonna go for a walk and then relax. But this is definitely a part of my reset routine, is kind of just getting back into my hobbies and spending time for myself a little bit. And I really love this needlepoint, and I've just been waiting to do the background on it, so I'm excited to see how this turns out. Hopefully this turns out good. I don't know, we'll see. I'm kind of playing Jeopardy a little bit with this background stitch though, because I started it with a thread that I don't remember the name of, and it's just like leftover thread. So hopefully I can like go back in my receipts and find what the name is, because if not, I'm kind of screwed. I'm not too worried about it. We'll see. We'll see how it works out.
There's no dolphins.
They're all the way out there.
Yeah.
There they are. So I just got out of the shower and I just took a quick body shower and washed my face with the Tula face wash. I didn't wash my hair because I'm going to be working out tomorrow, and I know I'm going to do a full hair wash then, so I saved that for tomorrow. I did want to do some prep for my week ahead. So if I have the time and the willpower to do it on a Sunday, part of my reset is to kind of do some self-care. And that looks like a couple things. So I look like a little egghead with this clip. But first, I have very faint eyebrows, and so when I have the time to, I like to dye them, and it's super easy if you've never done it before on your own. Setup looks a little nasty. I need to probably invest in a new one, but I just use the Just for Men beard dye, and I just dye my eyebrows that way. I've been doing this since college. It's just the easiest way for me to dye my brows. I'm really not a believer that you need to have a professional do it, because honestly the results last the same exact amount of time, and this lasts you forever, and it takes literally 5 minutes. I usually like to do like 5 to 7 minutes, just depending. We'll do it for 7. You take equal parts developer and color, just like a dot on the little tin that they give you. Again, mine are so gross. Mix them together and then apply them to your eyebrows, and you want to wipe off any excess around your eyebrow, because obviously anything on the skin is going to stain that much. This can get like really messy really quickly if you're not careful. But I just will brush my eyebrows up, and then I take the bottom end of the spoolie and I just mix them together. And literally you need the smallest amount of this, like you barely need this at all. I'm not even going to use all of that. And then I just go in with an angled brush to put it on, but you can use a Q-tip, you can use a spoolie, whatever's easiest for you to get like the color on your eyebrow precisely. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on the eyebrow, and I'm actually gonna I have these pointed Q-tips, precision tips, that are so helpful for this. They just have like a sharp end instead of a normal Q-tip end, and it's so helpful to clean up afterwards. I like to start on my arch because that's where I need the most color. And the longer, like if you start dyeing it on the ends, it's gonna sit there longer than if you do it on the like the front. So it'll naturally get darker. So that's why I do that first. And then, so I really just like go wherever there is hair. And then if there's any areas I kind of want to fill in that don't have hair, like at the tail here, I do a very light layer. And then up here, I'll go into the other side before I actually clean up so that they're the same color. Because obviously if I start dyeing one eyebrow and then I take all the time to clean up and then I start on the other one, the timing is going to be off. It just started raining like so hard. We got in the perfect amount of time. We were walking the beach, and as we were walking back home, we saw those rain clouds coming in and had to book it in so we didn't get caught in them. And I'm glad we did, because it's coming down now. We're gonna start the timer for 7 minutes. So you can tell like they're already getting darker. The longer you let them sit, obviously the darker they're gonna get. But so when I wash these off, I'm going to put on a face mask. So for Prime Day, I went ahead and bought a pack of these Biodance Caviar PDRN face masks. And I've heard really good things about them, but I've never tried them before. But if I have the time, again, this is all like self-care, rejuvenating, trying to mentally prepare for the week ahead. I will do a face mask. So when this is done, I'm going to obviously wipe it off and put on a face mask. And then I also want to do these crest white strips. I haven't done them since my wedding, and I can tell that my teeth aren't looking as white as they usually do. Once I put those on, I will sit at my desk and journal for about 30 minutes. I find that this really, really helps with my anxiety, especially with the coming week, just to get all of my thoughts out of my head and start fresh with a new week. And anything that I'm worried about, like, I don't usually use prompts when I journal, but just writing about anything that's on my mind or anything that I'm worried about, work things that are coming up that are making me anxious, just stuff like that. I feel like it really, really helps to get it all out on a page and not hold it in. That's the perfect amount of time for me to sit there and journal. Okay, so my timer, you can't see, my timer is going off. So I'm just gonna take this facial towel and some micellar water and wipe it off that way. You don't need to press too hard, but I just like kind of almost scrub it. Go back and forth a couple times. And that is the eyebrow. They look so much better. Because I have such fine, thin hair, my eyebrows are just like non-existent if I don't do this. And it definitely lasts like up to a week and a half. And they just look so much better. Like when I do have the time to tint my brows, I feel like it just makes such a difference. It's crazy. Okay, next, these whitening strips are sensitive because I have really sensitive teeth. I don't know if I was always that way or what. Recently, they're like really sensitive. I also am going to change into my pajamas before I put this face mask on. That way I don't have to like deal with putting on my pajamas with a face mask. So I'm gonna do that first. Okay, I forgot to set a timer. So we're gonna set a timer for 30 minutes and then we're gonna put this face mask on. I kind of get grossed out by face masks, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know that they are so good for you, but it's not always a relaxing experience for me. Just like the sliminess of it kind of freaks me out. Okay, I just read the instructions on this face mask and you can leave it overnight. So I think I'm actually gonna do that instead.